We don't know. Right. There we go. So, welcome to this unboxing. This is, so I bought this laptop from a UK company called PC Specialist. They call it the Lafité Pro 15 point something inches. Look, they comes with a manual and a CD full of stuff. We'll read that later. Ooh, and there's some things in here as well. But we'll get to those in a bit. This is sold as by Entroware in the UK. It's also sold by System 76, where it's called the Dart Pro. Comes with a barrel charger, which is slightly weird because it is. The reason I got this is it's USB-C chargeable, but it doesn't come with a USB-C charger. I think it's a bit weird. But let's take a look. There we go. What else have we got in here? Oh, they give me a lovely packet of silica gel to eat. That's very nice of them. Do not eat silica gel. It is probably very bad for you, but I'm not a doctor, so let's take a look. So I've had this delivered as bare bones, so there is no operating system, so you get to watch me install Ubuntu on this. Well, actually, it's Pop OS. Ah, look. Oh, plastic to peel off, shut. Oh, no, it's a plastic sleeve. Right, well, let's... Okay, I'm going to just sort of... Oh, that's nice. Right, can you see all that? I might adjust the tripod in a bit. But I'm going to just give you a quick tour of the laptop and then we'll start powering it up and installing it. I'm going to tweak that a bit so you can see it. So, one of the reasons I wanted it is, what you can see here, USB-C for power. Honestly, I think you could probably do with a few more USB-C ports because you do get mini DisplayPort. Who needs mini DisplayPort? HDMI, really good. An SD card, which has a little rubber doofer in it. That's interesting. Ethernet port is on a little flappity thing. Lock port, loads. Well, one USB there, and then if I just flip it around there, two more USBs, the barrel power connector, as I mentioned, and microphone and headphones. What's interesting is I think it's this one here has SPDIF out, or mini toslink, whatever it's called, which is optical out. Rarely see on laptops. Nice keyboard. The keyboard is meant to light up with multiple lights. Oh, that feels quite nice to type on. And really important for me, might not be for you, number pad. I do lots of numbery stuff. Number pads are awesome. There is, I think that is a fingerprint reader just there in the touchpad. I have no idea if that's going to work on Linux or not. If you've got any questions, do stick them in the chat. I might see them, I might not. But first of all, let's just turn it off, see if it comes with any battery power. Probably not. Oh, well, it's lit up. Ooh, blue glow. Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's kind of nice. Different coloured LEDs for your keyboard. All right, that's very silly, and I wouldn't have paid extra for it, but it came with it. I don't know what it's booting up because I asked for it with no operating system. Is this the BIOS, or is this like a hokey version of Windows that I didn't pay for? I think this is probably just the BIOS. You can see normal LEDs there for power, and I guess for disk access and stuff. I'm probably going to need to go into the BIOS and tell it to boot off the USB stick, which has got Pop OS on it. So I'm going to be installing Pop OS, which is an Ubuntu variant, which is made by this company called System 76 in the US, who resell this. I don't know what this is. Oh, the trackpad is nice. What? Enable voice control, ease of access. Is this? I definitely didn't ask for it with Windows on. I don't want Windows. Is this the right keyboard layout? United Kingdom? Yes. Do I want to add a second keyboard layout? No. Let's connect you to a network. Don't have internet. I think, okay, so this is slightly weird. I've not paid for a Windows license, and it was considerably cheaper not to get it, but it appears to have come with one anyway. What I might do, Windows 10 license agreement. I do not accept this Windows license agreement, no, because I don't want Windows and I'm not paying for it. So what I'm going to do is turn this off and Let's plug some power into it, and then we'll try and work out how I get into the BIOS, which is usually hitting F2 repeatedly. Right, so the power lead that it comes with is long enough. It's just a sort of standard barrel connector. Right, so power on, I assume delete, maybe F2. Just going to hit buttons until something happens. Nope. Did I hit power there? Let's try again. Didn't see anything which said press this. But don't know. I deny you, Windows. I do not want you. Enable voice control. Volume. No. I want 0 Windows. Let's see if I can just like force power it off. So, lovely glowy keyboard. Not sure how often I'm going to turn it. Ah, right, here we go. Inside H2 BIOS. Okay, this is a very weird BIOS screen. So I've got the right amount of memory, so 16 gigs. Yeah, that's what I paid for. Don't know what all this firmware says. Boot manager, boot file. Let's have a look at setup. What have we got here? Ooh! Oh god, I love BIOSes. They're just so bad, aren't they? Okay. So, SATA ports not present. Advanced chipset control. Ah, SATA mode. Intel Premium with Intel. I don't know what that is. Just gonna stay with AHCI mode. Power on boot beep. No, I don't want it to beep. Battery low alarm beep. Don't want that. Thunderbolt configuration. Discrete Thunderbolts. Security level. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but it's all enabled, so that's probably fine. Advanced chipset control. Flexi charger. If you set flexi charger enabled, over time the battery meter's reading accuracy will deteriorate. Well, why would I want that? SGX, do I want software guard extensions? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, might disable them later. VTD, who knows? Check to enable VTD function on MCH. Does anyone know what any of those letters mean? No one. OS fast boot and DDI control. I'm going to have to go and find a website which tells me all of this. TPM, I do not want I don't know whether I want that for Ubuntu or not. Boot as FE, so it's got Windows Boot Manager enabled, and it's saying I've got my 256 gig hard drive. So what I want is to go back. Is there any way to go back? I need to set this to boot from USB. Network stack. System time, system date, that can all be changed. This looks like I should be able to scroll it down, but I don't seem to be able. Ah, there we go. I have firmware. Who knows what sort of firmware and whether I can update it. 640k ought to be enough for anyone. Right, okay, let's. So I have this USB stick which has got Pop! OS on it. Let's shove it into just any port. Wow, that's a little tight. Or maybe, no, I was trying to put that into the HDMI port because I'm a brat. Right, well, let's exit this, reboot, see what happens. Did I make any changes? Exit discarding change, I don't think I changed anything. Boot manager. Try or install Pop! OS. Let's try or install Pop! OS. Lovely, lovely boot screen. Lots of lovely colours. Finishing stuff, who knows what. There we go, into Pop! OS straight away. This mouse is really nice. Might need to speed that up a little. Where are we? United Kingdom of Great Britain and NI. English UK, let's test my input. Do I have my at key where I want it? Do I have all the weird keys that I want? Yes. That mouse is a little small for this screen. No, I'm not going for Dvorak layout. Just going to try demo mode for now. But look, this is what Pop! OS looks like, but it's all worked. You get a tiling OS window manager as well. Battery has come fully charged, that's nice. Sorts of settings. This has just worked, okay, so that's slightly weird. I'm used to one of those MacBook things where you can sort of click in. And I can't do that here. I can't remember if my other laptop has that or not. There we go. Oh, look, it's all tiling beautifully. What's this thing here? Pop Shop. I assume is their app store. If I close that. You can switch to different window managers, but look, everything here works. What I wonder is, how do I change the lights on it? Okay, let's have a look. Dun, 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 dun. Never used Pop! OS before. I'm always very beautiful and animated. As much as I like those blue lights, I think I'm going to get slightly bored of them. I'm going to want something else. Disks, input methods, system monitor, passwords, departed. Oh, well, let's take a look and see. Okay, this tiling window manager is getting slightly annoying now. I maximize that. There we go. So the drive that it's got at the moment, which is the Windows thing, is all of it. I might just need to, I'm going to have to thwack all of that away. It will take me some time to get used to this Pop! OS stuff and what I'm trying to do with it, but I can install Atom, and actually, this is a lot nicer than the Ubuntu store, I must say. Sorry, my Ubuntu friends, but that does look really nice. And that is animated beautifully. Right, what I want to do is, yes, am I going to install this? Yeah. What I might do is just, so it's seen all my Wi-Fi networks. Can it see anything else fully charged? Battery settings. This is all pretty good. So for those of you, I've just seen a few people joining. This is the Clevo N151CU, which is also sold as the Data Pro, and the Lafité 4 and the Intraweb Proteus. So it's a sort of fairly standard chassis, which just happens to work really well with Ubuntu. I'll tell you what, let's just take a look and see what else this thing came with in here. So a little welcome pack. Come along. Yeah. What have we in here? I have bugger all idea what that is. Oh, it's a SATA, eSATA port. Is that? I don't know why that's in there. This doesn't have an external SATA thing. This is a ribbon connector, so presumably I can connect something internally. We have two little blocks in here. I have no idea what these are. And that's just a foam pad. Are these like for CPUs or something? And that's another thin foam thing. A metal bracket with two. Yeah, I have no idea what those are supplied with. This is their welcome booklet, which just says is stuff. right, so this is the manual. Hang on, this disc here, device drivers and user manual. I mean, this thing doesn't have a CD drive. I don't think I have a CD drive in this house, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing there. And this is just, en français, les lights, auf Deutsch, system setup. Oh, it just tells you what all of the different things do. So there should be an LED on that camera. So if let's see if I can use cheese or something like that. Let's see if we can get that LED lit up. I don't know how to use show applications. Here we go. Calculator, gallery, install, utilities. How about just, can I search? Doesn't have cheese built in. Have we got any camera? No. Ooh, color calibrate your device. I'll take a look in settings. It's always good to go into settings. That's, you can see all my Wi-Fi stuff. So it's detected my Wi-Fi, including the 5 gigahertz networks, which is good. Got Bluetooth there. Seeing all my Bluetooth devices. Let's see if I can increase the screen brightness. So it's F8 on the keyboard. Do I need to press function F8? Yeah. Oh, function F8. That's pretty bright as it goes. Well, that's pretty dim as it goes, so that's all right. I've got speakers work. I've got an airplane mode. I've got a camera button. I don't know what that does. Sleep, airplane, displays. I guess mutes it. Ooh, that's. I presume that's just sleeps the screen. I don't know what F1 does. Right, I'm going to have a play with all of those. Sound. Oh, it's picking up input from the microphone. That's good. So the microphone is up there, I guess. Let's test the.
Front, left, front, right.
That's all right. Stereo separation.
Right.
I mean, it's not super loud, but what else do you want? You know, if you want loudness, stick on some headphones. So yeah, it's a bit weird tapping on this. There are tappy buttons which feel a little like rubbery, I guess. Screen brightness, displays. So I do have, as you might be able to see here, a great big external display. I'm going to play with that. Later, high DPI, I can scale it. Oh, refresh rates. Now this is a 60 Hz screen. What happens if I say 120 Hz? Is this going to break it? No, but it hasn't made a measurable difference. The resolution is 1080p, so that's fine. Let's make this. Oh, there's keyboard shortcuts. I want. Let's increase that mouse speed. There we go. Now I can move it around. Natural scrolling. I can't remember which one natural scrolling is. No, I don't want natural scrolling. Touchpad. Oh, touchpad speed. Woo! Okay, that's like a crikey. Too fast. Too fast! Tap to click on, 2-finger scrolling, edge scrolling. No, I don't really want that. So, firmware. Now, this is an interesting thing. Let's see whether System 76 being firmware for this. I mean, this all seems to work. You know, interestingly, it's kept my language as English US as opposed to English GB. Firefox data time. So yeah, so of the 16 gigs, some of it has been reserved for the display, I think. Graphics driver is all working. OS upgrades, latest Pop OS version. All is good. Well, I am now going to go and install this. Let's see what happens and how long this takes. So I've not connected it to the internet. We'll do that later. Oh, that's weird. So this is the thing. The mouse touchpad is very good, but when I tap, if you watch there, it's not going to do it now. As you tap, sometimes the mouse moves, which is slightly weird. install Pop OS. Let's do it. English, UK English, not English simplified. UK, English UK, clean install. Yep, just wipe everything. Select drive, erase and install. Encrypting this is it. Yes, don't want to encrypt it. The password will be required each time you turn on this device or restart. What should I do again? What should I do? Yeah, I want things encrypted and I'm going to have to choose a password that I'm going to remember. So, forget this encryption password, you will not be able to recover data. It's a unique password for this device, not the password for your user account. There's no way to change it afterwards, I guess, is there? Okay, so that could be a small problem. You know what? For this, I'm going to say don't encrypt. I might go back and change it later, but let's... yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to learn to click with the thing. Partitioning drives. Here we go. So let's take a sort of quick time check. So it's about 12:35 now. Let's see how quickly we can get Linux installed. Thank you very much for staying with me, if you're still with me. It is now literally just going to wait and watch this install. I'm just seeing if System76 sent anything else which was particularly interesting. System76, sorry. So I bought this from PC Specialist. It came to £738, I think. So I chose a single stick of 16 gig RAM. It's got 2 slots for RAM, so I could have had 2 8s, but I thought I'll take 16 gig single stick now, and then in a few years' time, chuck in another one. There's 2 M2 ports in there. And one's got the Wi-Fi, the other one's got the SSD. I chose 256 gig SSD, which I think was the second cheapest. It was a tenner more than the 128 gig one. Apparently some of these laptops have a bit of an issue with Intel's NVMe, whatever their super speed SSD stuff is, but hopefully this will be fast enough. I splashed out on the warranty and on a dead pixel guarantee, although, I mean, taking a look at this screen, I'm not seeing any defects. That's really good. So this is a 15. Oh, continue setting up. Restart device. Assume I need to pull out my... Wow, that was like 2 minutes to install Linux. Reboot. I'm going to pull that out now. Bit of fan noise. This is really quite warm now. Get that PC Specialist logo, which is gorgeous, I guess. I don't know. I might see if there's a way that I can change that. Just having a think. Wow, so that's Pop OS installed in 3 minutes, basically. Oh, hang on. Is that... Oh, right. I thought it had changed to French or Korean or something. Oh, tapping is not... Okay, fine, tapping there. Right. Select your keyboard, English UK. Yeah, that's fine. Wi-Fi, right. I'm just going to... You don't need to see my Wi-Fi password. It's the same as my luggage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what is my password? Probably that. Just having a good old think about it. Yep, there we go. Let me just position that so you can still see what's going on. I'm going to try and get the webcam and other stuff working next few bits. So, do I want location services? Uses Mozilla location. I can't imagine why I want that, but very nice that it asks. Time zone, yes, I'm in the UK. British summertime, which is UTC +1. It thinks it's 5:38 AM, but hopefully by the time it... Do I want to collect any of my online accounts? No. Oh, I might stick on Nextcloud later. Oh, right. Full name and username. Again, you don't need to see this. Where's my name? Oh, I keep forgetting my name. this keyboard is really quite nice to type on, although it has a subtly different layout from, sorry, I'm just typing in passwords. What do you mean that's a weak password? It's the best password I know. One thing to note with the keyboard is that that shift key, usually on my old keyboard, that up arrow is slightly over to the right, so I keep knocking that with my little finger, but it's one of those things, you get used to it. Start using Pop OS. Oh, right, it's rebooting again. So this has been sort of 5 minutes, and we're there. It's got the time right. Second away. Let's open up our website. Let's go to my website. I could live stream what I'm doing. No, okay. That is there's not any sort of acceleration on the scroll, but that's looking really nice. How do I minimise? Or do you not minimise on a tiling Windows Manager? Maximise. Minimise. Right, I need to set up tap thing. Let's see if I can activate this camera. So go to Pop Shop. So this was super quick. I mean, 5 minutes, and that was including me warbling to you. Camera. I want is cheese. Like good old Linux program. Cheese, take a photo. Install. Ask me for my password again. I'm not showing you my password. God, stop asking for it. QWERTY 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's installed pretty quickly. There are some updates. I should deal with those in a bit. That's interesting. You can choose it as a flat pack or Ubuntu. Oh, there we go. Look, it's me. Hello, and there's you. You're on there. That's I have a funny t-shirt on. At least I'm dressed. So it's a 720p camera. Can I maximise this screen? In these days of endless video calling, maybe 1080p would be nice, but you know what? That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, you got a little LED there. That's where the camera is. It's a bit small for putting over a privacy thing, so I don't know. There's 2 microphones there and there. Gonna have to investigate how they work, but that seems to be good enough. I mean, this is a darkish room, but it's picked up on my face. Ooh. Yeah, that's all going pretty well. So let's see what updates. So it said there were updates available. So the updates. So this is one of the things. So you've got Pop Shop. You can also use sort of apt as well, and you can also have flat packs. I guess you can probably have snaps as well. Snaps have burnt me in the past. I'm not overly, cool with them. Firmware. No devices supporting automatic firmware updates detected. So I don't know whether I need to install anything bizarre. Right. So where would I find software updates? I know how to do it on the command line, but let's just pretend that I don't. And I want software. Pop Shop. How about OS updates, firmware updates? I mean, you saw it popped up something saying there's software updates available, but check for updates. I don't know where that is going to be. So one thing that I want to see is, so there's this fingerprint reader here, and if you move your mouse, if you move your finger over it, you can see it stops working. There is nothing going on in that top corner. So, which is slightly annoying. It's a weird place to put it. I don't know why it wouldn't be out there. I don't know whether this supports fingerprint reading. I'm not particularly don't particularly care for it anyway, so yes, I'm very happy to close all of my tabs. Well, look, I mean, this is installed. Aha, there we go. Operating system updates. Okay, so that's slightly weird. So the main thing doesn't say it, but PopShop does. 40 components with updates. Account services, GNOME, Java, Linux module. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So I've got reasonably speedy Wi-Fi here. Yeah, password again. And password is sassafras. No, oh, I said it out loud. Yeah, I mean, it's using all the capacity of my 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, there's not really much to say. You get this nice keyboard. Mousepad is the mouse touchpad is pretty good. The keys, yeah, a bit wibbly for my liking. Right, so the thing is, how do I change that blue light for the keyboard? I see, so there's some function lights here. Let's try those. Yeah. Is it a numlock thing? No. Control. I'm going to have a play, see if there's some sort of firmware update or tweaks. I mean, the blue backlight is fine, but I really like that green and red and stuff it did. Ooh, there go the fans. They are no louder than any other laptop, if I'm honest. So this all seems nice and nippy. Right, well, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to put a link to my blog and everything in the show notes for this later, but I think I'm going to go and have some lunch and spill crumbs all over this now. Bye! Oh, right, where's the button to end the live stream? Have I been live streaming? Oh, God, have I just been talking to myself?